Hey guys, what's going on? Mouse here. So, another day, another bug. Well, I'm not sure if this is a bug. I'm gonna show you something really interesting that we've been sleeping on for like the past few months, which is gonna be crucial or related to Kanae right now. So, what you're seeing here right now is my Kanae build. The weapon is still not 120 yet, but here's the stats. And I'm showing this to you because I just want to flex it. No, just kidding. So I haven't played this yet on the guild boss, but this is what I have been preparing, and I'm gonna explain to you why I chose this kind of setup, even with this course, these artifacts setup. So again, just a disclaimer, I haven't tried this in actual as far as guild boss is concerned, but I'm gonna show you why I think this is gonna be the ideal, or at least one of the most ideal setups here for Kanae. I'm gonna start playing probably today or tomorrow after we sort out a couple of things. We don't rush these things. We try to get the numbers first. We try to theorycraft first before we go into the actual gameplay, just so we would have better understanding on what we're up against. Like for example, we have to check the guild boss stats and all those things. So, but for this video, let's focus on Kanae. So I'm gonna remove the gears first, just for this video. Let's test it out, okay? I'm gonna remove some of this. I'm gonna show you something that's extremely interesting, by the way. Alright, so this should be enough, I guess. So we all know that Kanae's skill becomes ultimate skill. And here it says that when the user uses their ultimate skill, it increases the critical hit damage of their basic skill by 20%. So normally, ideally, for example, when we tested this in Simulation Gate, that should not work because it already became an ultimate skill. It's not anymore a basic skill. So this thing actually works, but it's not really actually it's not the thing here. But let me just show you first. So I'm gonna be testing here in the reverse mode Vulcan. Level 56, so we have enough precision here. So first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna test the Kamaichi skill, this one, and let's see whether or not the critical hit damage will actually increase. So I do have like very similar cores here, so I was able to compare this. Okay, so let's start with this, the attack percent. Okay, Crimson, and then we pause it here. Got 2861 crit. That's the crit, 2861. It's gonna be the same. Let me just repeat it. This is truly shocking, guys. I'm telling you. 2817. Let's just take this as the critical hit damage for that one. And then the non-crit is 100012. There you go. So from there, we got around 108% critical hit damage. So we're gonna compare it with this one. So they have pretty much similar stats here. And ideally, if this doesn't work, then the first core that we tested should have higher damage. And just a quick background to this, guys, by the way. I tested this very early and I suggested this to my guildmate very early. And I know that it works. But BRR messaged me last night and tried to reconfirm it because some others tested this as well. I think it was Ale who tested this as well and mentioned that it actually works on Kanae. And then since someone is reconfirming it, I wanted to make sure that I was not just seeing things, and we found something really crazy here actually. So that's why I'm making this video now, to share you those findings that we found out. So but anyway, let me just show you first that this one works, and then let's go next to what we found out. All right, so we're gonna change the core and just check it. Alright, so we're gonna be testing the red core now, and our expectation is that we will get an improved critical hit damage and less normal damage because we lost the 5% attack. Right, so let's check it out. The critical hit damage is around, let's just say 22,118, and then let's try to get a non-crit from here. 9669 there, 9669. And so with this core, we got 9669 normal damage and 22,108 in crit damage and Guess what? That translates to around 128% something critical damage percent. So definitely this thing works even though it is basic skill. Okay, it's basic damage. I'm not sure how this one works. Maybe it's different, but here's the thing. That's not the most interesting part. It works here. It works there. So this one definitely is the superior core by all means. That's why I immediately committed on this one. All right, but like I said, that's not the interesting part. Here's the interesting part that you have to see. So we're gonna put back this core again, and let me just show you. You will be fucking shocked because we've been sleeping on this for quite a long time now. All right. So what we're gonna do is to get some normal damage and crit damage from the basic attacks. So 2211, 2203. So somewhere around that. And where's the normal damage? Let's just try to get a normal 1069. So this right here is still around 106% critical hit damage. So it's still very close to the 108% because we still have precision in play here and the min and max of the damage. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna change the core here, and then this is fucked up, guys. And this is not even the most fucked up thing yet. Alright, so I'm gonna cast this one, try to proc that crit damage. Oops, that's a core attack. 2345, 2332. There's an increase in the normal or the basic attack damage. Again, let's try it again. So 2-3, and let's try to get a non-crit 1035. So the non-crit is still almost the same, but the crit damage actually increases. This one is actually less than what we got before. So this is around 126% crit damage. So it matches. The 20% crit damage actually worked. I don't see anything else here that could have affected that. I don't know if there is a crit damage passive here. Probably not. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure there's nothing here because most of these are just crit rate, crit attack, etc. Alright, so now here's the interesting part. Okay, here's the most interesting part. Okay, I'm gonna put that back again. I'm gonna add min here. And then what we're gonna do is that we're gonna cast the ultimate and look at what's gonna happen. Okay, so you now have a full power gauge. We're gonna cast the ultimate here. And we got around 35k crit per crit. Okay, that's 35k, 35597. I'm not gonna list this anymore, just remember that. Okay, so ideally this is just basic skill. Okay, this is just basic skill. So ideally this should not have an effect. The damage should be way less than with compared to this one. But look at what's gonna happen. So let's try to cast the ult. 37k per crit. Okay, that's 37k per crit. So this thing actually works on every single thing. So I'm not sure what Netmarble is going to do here, but they might not be able to change this anymore. So Netmarble, in case you're watching this, just change the description, and because I already spent my resources on this. No, just kidding. But it's up to them, of course. It's up to them. But if you're not convinced, then why not try it here? Let's try it on Charlotte. Let me just remove all of Charlotte's gears here. So let's start with this one first, okay? Charlotte, no gears, by the way. So we're just gonna do 3 combo. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 stacks, okay? That's 3 stacks. Let's cast the ultimate. Was it? That is around 117,768 crit damage. So let's just check the crit damage. To this one, we got a slight increase in total power. I think that's fine. Damage should not be a lot different. So let's go ahead and get 3 stacks and then use the ultimate. 54k still, and 128,573. So this thing actually, I haven't tested QTE, but most likely this thing actually works on every type of damage. So that's one. So that's why my Kanae is gonna be using that core, and I think it's like way better than any other choice or options here, like this one. All right. All right, so let's leave it at that for now. Okay, that's settled. So now let's go ahead and check out one hit kill. So it was Ale who tested this first, and I just did a confirmatory test as well, and the BRR also asked me about it if I already tested this. So I think it was worth testing and confirming it again. So we're gonna test this as well, and I'm gonna show you why it's actually crazy good for Kanae. So we're gonna test this first as a default. We're gonna get the damage of this. So normally, when we see things like this, like ultimate skill damage, it is additive to the same thing, right? So meaning if we add more, then we're gonna get a less damage output. So that's one of the fundamental things when it comes to stacking multipliers. So here becomes ultimate skill, and we are getting a damage equal to 70% of the skill's damage though. So the thing here is, it did not say that it is an ultimate damage. So what Ale found out earlier is that the damage was actually multiplicative. So meaning if you add the 25% here, it's gonna be 25%, and that is correct. I'm gonna show you here that even as you reach higher and higher on this, you're still going to get 25%. So again, let's test it out first and get some damage here. So let's just try to get some non-crit damage to just make things faster, move things faster. So got around 6422. Let's just get this at the sample. The second one, we got 8356. We got around non-crit, please, 5338, 5435. So this one is a different thing. Okay, we're just gonna compare to the same thing because this one has more instances of damage, so that's why it's lower, but it's still the same anyhow. We're just gonna compare it to the same skill effect. So we're gonna change the armor and get a one-hit kill here. We might get a slight total power increase. We're gonna use something that doesn't have, so that's 1.3k CP. Yeah, that's okay. I think it's okay. First one we got was 6422. Now 8022. 10,506. It should be lower damage because it has more instances, but again, we're just gonna compare it to the third one as well. So 6755. 6733. Let's just get 6733. Now for the results, here it is. All of them are actually at around 25% actual damage increase. Multiplicative, not additive to this one. So BRR suggested that the reason that could be is that these are actually different skills, and it only says here actually that 70% of the skills damage dealt. It did not say that it will increase. But usually the general rule is like that. Usually when you see like the ult damage will increase by this much, then that will be additive to the ultimate skill damage. But in this case, it was not like that. So even as you reach 120% bonus damage here, we still got 25%, close to 25% that's actual final damage increase. And I don't see anything, any armor set, like even the curse set, with just around 20%. And this is even damage increase, by the way. So this is additive to damage increase stuff. So that's why I think, again, this is just theoretically, I haven't tested this yet, but I'm gonna test it, of course, in the actual runs. I'm just not finished yet. We're just not finished yet in like investigating all these stuff before proceeding. That's why this setup, and with these sets, of course, is gonna be what I'm gonna be using moving forward on the guild boss and other things. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope that clears things out. If you want more of these types of content, make sure that you like this video and subscribe as well. Leave a comment if you have questions. Do test it out as well on your own. Let me know what you find out, and like if you see something wrong here with the test that I've done, do let me know as well. All right, that's gonna be it. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the next one.